What's happening, Aquarius? How y'all doing? Thanks so much for your patience. Are you ready for your bonus reading? Bonus reading for the month of January 2021. If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of the video. It's all down there, man. Everything you need to know. Other than that, though, let's hop right into this. Those of you new to my channel, the reason I do bonus readings, well, the intention that I put into the reading is to pick up on details that I missed in the main monthly reading. It's not always what comes through, though. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. You never really honestly know what's going to come through, but I have to put some kind of intention into it. But let's see, man. Let's see. What do we got? Past person, current person, or new person. We're going to do a reading for each one, but I'm feeling out which one wants to come through first. The Ten of Wands reversed. Honestly, this feels past to me. Feels like something that you're getting over. Could be current for some of you, but the first thing that hit me as soon as I saw that card was past energy, okay? This could, like some of you could have been like waiting to hear from somebody, possibly. Maybe some of you could have felt guilty for something that went wrong. Whatever it was a very, very heavy burden that you've been carrying for a long time. And I think you're finally actually energetically releasing and letting go of that. Okay? Looks like you're finally actually really starting to get over it. Okay, let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, oops. 3 more. Eight of Swords. Okay, 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, so there could have been a third-party situation for some of you. That's the first thing that popped up here when I saw that 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups reversed. You could have found out that somebody was lying about a third party. You could have been lying about a third party. Either way, though, the person that you're dealing with, it's really hard to say what they're going to do. I'm not going to lie. It's really hard to say exactly what they're going to do, okay? Because you have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands reversed. I know it's hard to see these cards. That's the only downside of these cards is it's hard to show it to you guys. Because, you know, I got lighting, you know, and they're real blingy and shiny. But that's 8 of Cups upright and Knight of Wands reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. 2 of Swords, okay? So, it's really hard to say what they're going to do. Okay, I definitely think that they want to come forward with an offer for you. I really do. But it's hard to say if they're going to, because Knight of Wands reversed, 2 of Swords, that's not a lot of movement. That's not a lot of action. That's no specific decision being made. I think they're trying to intuitively feel you out. And because you all can be so damn confusing sometimes, they're having a hard time doing that. They're having a hard time doing that. They're trying to feel out where you are energetically, and they're having a really hard time doing that because you all are really, 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 really good at deceiving the intuition and the ego. Like, you can be blasting off very specific vibes that have nothing whatsoever to do with what the eye sees, right? That's a very big Aquarius thing, and it's because you're so good at putting a cloak over your emotions and your feelings. Okay, you're one of the best signs. At the end, I would feel safe saying the best, but of all the signs in the zodiac, you are probably the most successful at cloaking, visually speaking, your vibration. So I do think that this person is really, really conflicting. You know, it's an inner conflict between ego and intuition as to whether or not it would be appropriate to approach you and try to like reconcile. So I don't really see them actually. We're going to dig into them here in just a second, but here you are, 2 of Wands. But 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe you were contemplating it there for a little bit, but decided that you're much happier if you just drop and release this, okay? 10 of Pentacles, some of you definitely aren't worrying about money. Of course, that's not everybody. But this does feel like something new coming in here, okay? It definitely feels like something new coming in. So we're going to read that in a minute. But let's look first a little bit more at this past person that you're dealing with. If you're not dealing with or interested in a past person, this is not for you. Past person Aquarius is dealing with. Universe, past person. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Three more shuffles here, three more. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. Knight of Wands reversed again. Okay, I really don't see them coming forward here, but they do feel unfinished business. Oh, yep. Oh, man, both of them, too, dude. The World and the Wheel, both reversed. Big time unfinished business. It's really eating them alive, okay? It's eating them alive. I mean, I don't see them coming forward. I really don't. The Fool in the reverse. Okay, Knight of Wands reversed, but Wheel and World reversed as well. Okay, so it definitely is eating them up on the inside. Hermit reversed. Could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, but or an Aries. I have Virgo and Aries, but whoever it is, could be anybody. It's really eating them up on the inside, and they're not coming forward. They're not saying anything. That's interesting. I mean, that's really all I have to say here. Could be blocked communication for some of you. Very poor, maybe just very, very minimal communication. But for a lot of you, I think communication is completely blocked. If not, it's just no communication. Maybe all lines of communication are completely open, but nobody's speaking up. Nobody's saying anything. Okay? Well, short, sweet, and simple. Let's look at the advice. What advice do we have for Aquarius? Oh, what jumped out here? The Knight of Swords. Oh, shit, Aquarius. Maybe you should reach out. Uh-oh. 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more. Seven of Pentacles reversed, Sun reversed, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups reversed. Okay. 5 of Swords reversed, and the 5 of Wands reversed. Okay, so if this is something that here's the thing. I know a lot of you have heard me talk a lot about how it's very important to actually put forth the effort to heal, because healing requires conscious effort. Okay, emotional and energetic healing requires conscious effort. It's an energy transmutation process. Okay, and if you all haven't been doing that, there may be other things that need to be done. If you still feel this energy nipping at you, and you haven't talked to this person, you haven't said anything, you haven't said your piece, and it's still kind of bugging you, maybe you should reach out. However, I would think about this first with the 2 of Wands, but 2 of Cups reversed. Don't come together with this person right now. Don't know why. I wouldn't come together with this person, but I would, for those of you who this is something that's really, really, really eating you up, think about this. Consider, am I going to be able to talk to this person and just leave it at talking to him? Or am I still so attached that it could suck me back in? If the energy between the two of us is still really strong and I could get sucked back in, that's up to me to use my own discernment, and I will make the decision as to whether or not I should reach out. If you do think that there's a possibility that all they got to do is say one thing and it would suck you back in, don't do it. But if you feel like you're standing in a strong enough sense of integrity to where you could say your piece, you could clear the air, you could hand out any apologies that need to be handed out, you could accept any apologies that are given to you, then maybe you should reach out. Maybe you should reach out, okay? But just use your internal guidance system and feel it out, okay? All right. Now, it looked like y'all have something new coming in. Speaking of which, the Ace of Wands is already showing its face right here. So we're going to go ahead and read new person. Okay, new person Aquarius is dealing with. If you're not dealing with or interested in a new person, this is not your reading. Please do not try to force messages to resonate. Okay, I always made it a really strong point throughout my career not to say those things publicly. I don't want to be one of those readers that says, oh, the message may not resonate, you know, before the reading even starts. It's like, dude, I don't even want to watch it now if you started off saying that, you know. So I always tried to make it a very strong point to not say those things, but I have noticed that there is a sad number of people who really, really do try to force readings to resonate if they don't, and they take it entirely too seriously. But please, we're all grown adults here, ladies and gentlemen. If the message resonates, awesome, sweet, it's your message. But if it doesn't, don't worry about it. Don't try to force it to. Don't think too hard. Don't ask. But if it doesn't resonate and it doesn't sound like anything going on in your life, don't worry about it. It's not for you, okay? I know the vast majority of you are mature, level-headed adults, but there are some people who aren't. Okay, so I just got to lay that out on the table there. Anyway, I digress. Let's get 3 shuffles for the new person. 1, 2, and 3. All right, Temperance. Some of y'all could have a Sagittarius headed your way. Okay. Oh, dude. Aquarius? What y'all got going on, man? Well, first of all, let's point this out here. The wheel, okay? New cycle time. It's time to begin a new cycle, okay? Dude. Okay. You have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Bang, bang, bang. You don't see that very often. Look. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Bang, bang, bang. Something new is definitely headed your way. Temperance, again, Sagittarius energy. Could also be a Leo here. But the sun is in the reverse. Okay, 3 of Wands. This is something I feel like 8 of Pentacles reversed, the World reversed, and the King of Wands reversed. Okay, so a lot of you, this may kind of strike you and surprise you a little bit, honestly. Okay, because with that Temperance energy being the overall energy, I think that it's taken you all quite some time to find that balanced state of energy. Okay, being fixed air, think about fixed air. Okay, your thoughts, ideas, and your concepts fixated and trapped in a bubble. And boy, it ain't uncommon at all for a tornado to happen in there, right? Fixed air, it's all fixed and stuck in one spot, and it ain't going nowhere. Okay, so you have either the pleasure of the curse of sitting there and allowing one thought to roll through your head until you either come up with a new amazing idea, a fascinating breakthrough concept, or drive yourself completely insane with the wrong train of thought. Okay, that's the positives and negatives of Aquarian energy. However, I think that a lot of you have finally found that woosah. And at that point, a new doorway is opening for you. Okay, but I think a lot of you are trying to play it cool. As surprising as it is, and a lot of you are just kind of like waiting, like, is this too good to be true? I'm just going to play it cool. I'm going to play it cool and not, you know what I mean? A lot of you are really trying to play it off and play it cool. But I do think, though, that this is something that has the potential to be very serious. Very, very serious. But you all are kind of like not wanting to act like you're taking it very seriously, you know? That's kind of weird. It's very strange. The wheel, though, when that Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, this and the Temperance, okay, you have completed a cycle. That last cycle is complete. For some of you, what do I mean by a cycle? Okay, well, our entire life is a big series of cycles, okay? And it's not at all uncommon for us to get stuck in a cycle. It happens to every last one of us, okay? It happens to me, it happens to you. We all go through it. We'll get stuck in a cycle until we learn the lesson. And we'll repeat that cycle and repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. You know, some of us slowly, I know I've had many cycles where, you know, I'm repeating the cycle over and over and over, and then I'm thinking, okay, I'm good, I got this. Then you slip back into it, and you repeat it again. And sometimes we got to go through that several times. Finally, though, all right, I got it. You don't even really have to put forth a lot of conscious effort. It's just like the light bulb comes on. All right, I got it. Cool. Now a new doorway of opportunity is opening for you. Let's look at the advice here, though. Advice. Advice for Aquarius and the new person. Oops. Advice, 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 advice. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Take it slow. Take it slow. I think a lot of you are doing that. Okay. 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more. Seven of Swords reversed. The Tower reversed. Page of Pentacles, the Chariot card, and the 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, where do I start here? Man, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 facets. 5 different facets of advice right here. I don't even know where to start. Well, 6, actually. Okay, all right. No. 5. Okay, so this right here, I think, is the most important part because there's more cards on this energy than anything else. Take it slow. I think a lot of you are right to not allow yourself to just explode with excitement. And I hate to make it sound like you shouldn't be excited, but don't move or make any decisions without thinking first. Don't allow yourself to do that, okay? Definitely make sure everything is as planned and calculated as possible, okay? But trust the process. Trust the process. Don't do anything. It's one thing to go slow and try to plan and calculate things, and it's another thing to try to force things to either work a certain way or not work a certain way. After a certain point, yeah, you can only plan as much as you can, but when you feel it start to roll in one direction and you can't pull it to a different path, let go, dude. Let go and just let it flow. You see what I'm saying? And then once you regain control without having to force and fight it, then regain control and see where you can steer it. But if this starts to take a turn somewhere and it's just like, whoa, there's nothing I can really do about this, then just roll with it and see where the universe wants to take you, okay? Right now, I think it's very important that your number one priority, you all have heard me say this 1,000,000 times, I will say it 2,000,000 times. Okay, I'll say it till my face turns blue. Your number one priority is healing, okay? I think a lot of you are well along your healing path. A lot of you are way further along your healing path than most other people. Doesn't mean that you're all the way there. Always be sure you're putting forth effort to transmute any old energies, any old painful, stagnant energies into fuel for the future. Okay? Very important that we do that. Last but not least, 7 of Swords reversed. Okay? It's very important to understand this, Aquarius, and I think you all, in the highest vibrational version of yourself, okay, low vibrational Aquarians are very much the opposite. But those of you who are raising frequencies and using Aquarian energy for the greater good of mankind and yourself and those around you, it's very important that from the get-go, be absolutely 100% open, honest, this is who I am, okay? If me and you come together, the first thing I'm going to do to the best of my ability is lay out who I am. This is who I am. This is my story. Bam. What you see is what you got. There is no hidden. Now, of course, that's just a bit of a slope to walk sometimes because you know as time goes on, certain things are going to come up that just there was never the right opportunity to bring it up and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you see is what you got. There is no... like, I'm not going to just one day become this different person. You know, that happens a lot. Whenever we first meet somebody, you want to put your best foot forward. And then after a while, that best foot is starting to get fucking tired. So you got to put your real foot forward. You got to put your normal feet forward. And then that's when things start like, whoa. I thought you were somebody else. Whoa, you changed. You know, you become this different person. That happens a lot, doesn't it? Fuck that best foot. Pardon my French. But, Yeah, don't use your bad from the get-go. From the get-go, lay it out, okay? Lay it out. This is who I am. No lies, no sneaky stuff, no nothing like that, okay? All right, so current person. We are going to look at the current person Aquarius is dealing with. If you are not dealing with or interested in a current person, this is not for you. If you are dealing with a current person and your love life is going just fine, this is not for you. Three more shuffles, three more. Okay, the moon reversed. Some of you dealing with a Pisces. Seven of Swords reversed here. Oh, the death card. Okay. All right, so it looks to me like some of you, and I think this correlates with something new too. Okay, kind of funny how that, I've never seen that happen like that, but I do kind of see new communication happening here, but I am thinking that a lot of you dealing with a current person, some secrets are coming out. Some secrets, some lies, some sneaky stuff's coming out. Okay, it could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. I have Scorpio and Pisces. Oh, and Cancer. Could be a Cancer. I have the whole water element here, okay? So those of you, if you're dealing with a water sign, cool. If not, whatever. I have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But it could be anybody. But I really feel like this is coming, it's coming to a halt, okay? Some secrets, some sneaky stuff is coming out, okay? Ace of Wands, Chariot, both reversed. Four of Wands, reversed. This is something that I don't know how long it's been going on, okay? And remember, if you're dealing with a current person and there's nothing wrong in your love life, this is not for you. I think a lot of you intuitively feel something's wrong, okay? Now, if it's you who's been lying and sneaking around, well, I really think that only time will tell before it comes out. Okay, I don't really care who it is, Aquarius, cross watcher. If you're doing things you know you shouldn't be doing, then you deserve what's coming to you. That's just all there is to it. I'm not here to judge. I'm really not. But if those of you, whoever it is who's been doing something very, very sneaky and you know, very, very wrong, very, very morally sneaky and wrong, well, it's not going to last much longer. Okay, because those secrets will be coming out, and it will put this to a halt. Okay, no, ain't playing this game. New communication coming in almost immediately afterwards, very, very soon. I see new communication, and I think for a lot of you that does go back to it goes back to the that new cycle when the new person was coming in. You know what I mean? So some of you, this is where you are on the timeline as far as that goes. But don't look too positive, man. It doesn't look too positive, okay? I ain't gonna lie. And to be 100% honest with you, King of Cups showing his face there for you. But to be 100% honest with you, that I don't think a lot of you are dealing with something long-term. That didn't really feel like long-term energy. It could be for some of you, somebody that you've been with for like years or whatever. But for the most part, that energy felt like somebody, for the majority of you, who this is just somebody you've been kind of seeing and maybe kind of talking to and kind of dating. And even if you did start getting serious, I don't really think a lot of you have been with that person for very long, or at least it doesn't really feel very long, you know. But just take that how it resonates, okay? And again, if there's nothing wrong with your love life, don't put too much stock into that. You'll feel it. You'll know if there's something wrong going on, okay? You'll know. But anyway, let's look at the advice here. Advice for Aquarius and the new person. Advice. Okay, the Chariot card. There's that Cancer card again. I do think it is time to move on from this. Time to move forward. Page of Swords. Something new's coming in. I feel like you're going to be talking to somebody new once you let go of this past situation, okay? Three of Cups reversed. Okay. Yep, the Judgment. I do think that a lot of you are about to begin a new cycle. There's a lot of lessons that need to be learned here before you begin this new cycle. The first one is let your guard down. Okay? That was an old cycle. Some of you repeated that cycle several times. Same demon, different faces, right? Okay, well, you're still going to have to let your guard down. That was a cycle. Okay, once you learn the lesson, there is no reason to keep your guard up. Okay, you're not going to be experiencing situations and people like that anymore. Once you fully learned everything that needed to be learned from those types of situations, you're free to let your guard down. Okay, I got it. Cool. Take accountability for your own emotional state. Okay, it's hard to do. That is probably, I would feel safe saying, this is my opinion, that this is the hardest thing about existing in this matrix, is giving your outside world power over your emotions. That's tough, dude. That's tough. That takes some mastery. However, as long as you're acknowledging it, okay, you're acknowledging it, you're aware of it, and don't deny it and try to make excuses and, oh no, but this thing might happen and this, blah, 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 blah. Acknowledge it, okay? Man, I'm letting my outside world have too much power over me here, you know? How can I start at least trying to say, oh, no, oops, error thought. I learned that in mind mastery school. Error thought, okay? Oops, error thought. Switch the thought process around and train yourself to do that over and over and over and over, okay? Do not allow yourself to be involved in third-party situations. I don't know why this came through, but we've all been there. We have all been there. There's that person who's in a relationship and poor me, the person I'm with is just so crazy and so abusive and I'm so unhappy and poor me. And then they start cheating on them with you. Dum, dum, dum. Big red flag. Okay, I'm not saying that there's not abusive people out there and crazy people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, do it right. If you ain't going to do it right, if you ain't going to get away from them first, nope, I ain't playing that game. Because if you'll cheat on them, you'll cheat on me. No exceptions. Okay, you know how many people out there. Well, when we met, they were still in a relationship. And now I don't think they're being honest with me. Of course they're not being honest with you, dingle butt. They showed you their true colors when you first met. Come on now. You already know what kind of person they are. If they don't have the decency to end the relationship first, before they start a new one, you already know what type of person they are. And you'll be next. Oh yes, you will. You are nothing special. I know that sounds rude. I do apologize. I don't mean that to sound rude. But you're next. You're next. They're going to do it to you too. You're no different. You're nothing special. Okay? So don't involve yourself in third-party situations. Either somebody has the decency to handle the situation properly or don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Okay? Anywho, I feel like the messages my Aquarians needed to hear have come through, man. I greatly appreciate every last one of y'all for tuning in and playing along. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings. All right? I am going to go ahead and get out of here now. Thanks again for tuning in and showing love, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good day.